In a multiplayer game, it is important for team members to communicate with each other.
Get him.
Using a microphone is generally considered the best way to do that, but I want to talk about other methods of communication that games can use. I'm not talking about team chat either. That is often too slow and makes you take your hands off the controls to use. It's also not easily accessible on console games. Evolve is a game that did many things wrong, but it also did many things right. One of these things is the ping. One little dot accompanied by a sound that provides everyone on the team with an immense amount of information. The ping allows the player to look anywhere in the 3D space, and with one button, they place a dot at the object in the center of their screen. The dot can be one of three colors: red if they ping the monster, orange if they ping another creature, or yellow if the ping lands on anything else. By pinging the monster, the pitch of the sound also changes, alerting the team that its location is known. The communication opportunities far outreach that. The community started using patterns to communicate other things. If you were to spam the ping in one spot, but it came off as yellow, it means that the monster is definitely there, it's just not plainly visible to your character. If you drew a line, you would be saying that the monster walked this path, or that the monster is otherwise down this path. Creating a single orange ping on a creature is a warning, so that your teammates don't walk too close. Every ping means something different, and a lot of the time, you would need the context of your current situation to determine what it means. Believe me, I'm not saying that this will replace the microphone, but it still provides a decent amount of communication for such a simple mechanic. It's not without its flaws. A person can accidentally ping, throwing the team off track. The game Rainbow Six Siege also implemented a ping mechanic, but it wasn't designed quite as well, and so it was rarely used by the community. The first problem, only one ping can exist at a time. This removes the urgency that could be achieved in Evolve. It also doesn't change based on what is being pinged. Everything is treated the same, so if I'm in a different room, I really don't know what my team member is trying to say. It's also incredibly quiet. Most people don't seem to hear it when I ping something. I'm not saying all this to shit on Rainbow Six. I'm saying it because in order to make a good game, you have to understand what works, but you also have to understand what doesn't work. Both games tried to implement the same game mechanic, but with only a couple of differences, one falls short. Along the same lines, Hearthstone gives the player 6 different things that they can say, but they can convey more than 6 meanings. Oops could mean I made a mistake, or you could be implying that your opponent just made a mistake. Well played could be offensive or defensive, saying, I just won the game and it's over, or you could say, you just won the game and it's over. You could also use it in reference to a specific play that your opponent made. None of these help you win the game, but they should be mentioned as they allow two players to converse without text or a microphone. Some games, like Left 4 Dead, guess what you want to say based on what's happening around you. If you encounter a witch, your character tells everyone else about it. If you're reloading, the game, again, tells everyone else about it.
Reloading.
In a co-op game, this is fine, but in competitive multiplayer, this can actually backfire. Information is key, and your opponent wants to know what you're doing. So in some cases, in some games, your character yells, I'm reloading, and your opponent takes advantage of that, killing you during your reload animation, simply because your character decided to tell everyone about your actions.
Op 4 eliminated.
In games that require constant communication, you should really have a microphone. But when playing in online matchmaking, many people don't have one, so it's always good to have a backup plan for your gamers.
Mission complete. Time for evac.